This is probably one of the types of pistols I have probably the longest association with. This one's in 357 Magnum. This one's a Ruger Security 6. This one was made prior to 1974 with the old school grips on it. It's a full frame gun, 6-shot cylinder, and it has a short barrel. This one's got a 2.5 inch. The reason I like these setups is because you can do so much with them. This gun is as much at home, out here in the woods, killing snakes, killing whatever pests need to be shot, as it is riding under an untucked shirt in the city for concealed carry. The reason this gun's so versatile is because of the ammunition it can shoot. It can fire 38 special snake shot. This is a light target wad cutter. The bullet itself was made from one of several molds I've got. Wad cutter, semi-wad cutter, round nose. I've got about 4 different molds that'll cast 38 and 357 bullets. Plain Jane, round nose, full metal jacket, 38 special. And when you need power, 357 Magnum hollow points. The parameters, this gun's fairly lightweight, and its size allows it to be concealed for when you need concealment. If I'm down here beating around the camp, if I'm by myself, I don't worry about covering my gun up. I'm not required to do so. If I'm down here and I've got a crowd and they're not gun people, it's a simple matter of untucking my shirt, the gun's hid. Even the holster for this setup, this is an older Bianchi Scorpion. This is a left-handed variety. This one was made back when Bianchi made stuff in the USA. And I can wear it on my hip. It's got the rings where I can attach it to a shoulder harness. It's a secure holster. It's got a good thumb strap. It's well made. This one's actually starting to get some years on it now. I can do just about anything that I might be requiring a pistol to do with this setup. Anything from shoot deer and hogs to kill rattlesnakes. If need be, it could be put into use for the most extreme of social occasions. The only drawback to this gun, and it's one people fuss about, is you've got 6 rounds on board. This comes down to another factor, is how good you are with it. 6 in the gun. $12 more in the 2 speed loaders. This one uses the H&K size M3. That gives you a total of 18 rounds if you're carrying 2. Now, a factor here, all 18 of these rounds are full power 357. They're not 9mm, they're not 40, they're not anything that may substitute for the raw killing power of a 357 Magnum. Another advantage with the byproduct of these loads is you have the high velocity, which leads to a flat trajectory. So if I'm having to shoot this pistol out to 100 yards, I've got it. And any 2.5-inch barrel gun that I'm that confident with at that distance, I can live with. I've been shooting revolvers most of my life, so I'm not particularly handicapped by only having 6 shots in the gun. What it comes down to is how proficient you are with the gun you're carrying. And this has always been a good setup. I've got similar pistols of similar type pistols, short barrels, full frame, 357, and they shoot well. I've also got a short barrel 44 special that does about the same thing. The reason I like this full frame version with the 6-shot cylinder, this is Ruger's equivalent to a K-frame Smith. Smith makes a K-frame. Dan Wesson. This helps me control the recoil better than some of the J-frame Smiths. Those little 5-shot Smiths and 357 Magnum are a joke if you're shooting full power loads. They're simply uncontrollable for shooting as proficiently as you need to be able to shoot. With this gun, I have the control, I have the distance. I pick up a round of capacity over the J-frame, and I can do just about anything I call on this gun to do. That's another look at one of my favorites. Later on.